Fort Hays State football team hosted their annual Individual Skills Summer Camp on Saturday, June 21st. The camp offered any potential football players on the high school level extra coaching and instruction on technique and skills needed for specific positions on the field. Campers had an opportunity to have their 40-yard dash, pro agility, broad jump, and vertical jump all tested and recorded in the morning before moving on to more position-specific drills and skill competitions. We caught up with head FHSU football coach Chris Brown to find out what a day in the camp consists of.
This is only our second year doing this camp. Last year we had about 65, 70 kids. This year we're about 75, 80, right around that number. It just gave us an opportunity to kind of see kids, kind of give us a chance to recruit some kids, to see what their ability is, off the football field, on the football field, through drills, just to kind of get an idea of what they're like. We got freshmen to seniors, and really we're kind of looking at the junior seniors right now, but if there's a good freshman right now, it gives us an opportunity to see that kid right now instead of later on down the road. But just seeing them test, is the big thing. See how they move, agility-wise. And then we get them out and do some individual drills, which really gives us an idea of where these kids are going to play for us and what they can do for us later on in the future. When we first get in, we check in, and from check-in we split them into groups. We'll test them in the bench, test them in the 40-yard, pro agility, vertical jump, and broad jump. And then after that, we have about an hour 15 for lunch, let them kind of get away, relax a little bit. And then we come back in the afternoon and do about 35, 40 minutes of individual work, whether it's O-line drills, running back drills, wide receivers, quarterbacks. And then we'll go into a defensive session, D-line, linebackers, safeties, and corners. And just kind of teach them what we know, give them some fundamentals and some techniques that they can use at the high school level and with their coaches as well. Some of the coaches come with them and kind of watch what we're doing. But it just gives us a chance to teach them and kind of really see what they have. Yeah, I let a lot of our assistant coaches and our grad assistants, they do basically the position work themselves, and then our players themselves help too, just a little bit of fundamentals and techniques that we've taught them as well. So it's good to get our players involved, to talk to the kids so they get to know them a little bit and just kind of see what the coaches are like, what our players are like, and just give them the overall look of what Fort Hays State football is all about. And I like to roam, that way I can see each kid, talk to each kid, and teach them up when I see little things that I don't think they're doing right. So a lot of them have done a good job so far for us. They're doing a great job, and I'm proud of the way they're working right now. Here at the end of this session, after we do our defensive session, we will do an O-line, D-line one-on-one pass rush. They will have pads on for that. Then we'll also do tight ends, linebackers, a little blocking, and then some one-on-ones with them. And we'll take the wide receivers, DBs, and the quarterbacks and do some one-on-ones as well. And just give them have a chance to compete against one another, just to kind of show us, how they are in a competitive situation. And that's good for us to kind of see how the kid competes, and if he wins, how he reacts, and if he loses, how he reacts. So it just kind of gives us the overall aspect of the whole kid. Everything that we do in our practice, from the very start of practice, I get our helmets and show them the label on the back that talks about, concussions and the risk of injury and, even death, and that's the first thing I talk to our kids about. And then we go into technique work, and, tackling these days, it's a lot about technique, keeping your head up, right head placement, making sure your helmet fits right, make sure it's strapped on right, make sure you got enough air in it, and then mouthpieces. Some kids come out here without mouthpieces. You got to wear a mouthpiece. So, we do a good job of making sure our kids, are fitted properly, have the right protection on the field, and if there is any signs of concussion at all, we make sure we take them out of practice until they're fully recovered and ready to go again. And we work well with our trainers to make sure we get our kids back, because we want to keep them healthy and keep those brains intact, because that's the most important part of your body.